show you how we get it outside.
Hey everybody, MA of GigEcon here, and I want to make this video about the Pedro and Dashing Across America, who both got deactivated on DoorDash this week. Now, I can only speak on Dashing with America because I know his story from the beginning to the end, and I can put my 2 cents into that. The Pedro story, I know nothing about it other than it was a substitution situation and he got into it with the customer, and that's all I know. So I'm not going to speak on his story. You can watch other YouTubers that speak on that, but I'm only can speak on Dashing Across America. And this is not me bashing Dashing Across America. Hopefully the comments that I make on his situation he can use as a learning tool for other apps so he does not get in that same situation. So with Dashing Across America, I like his channel. He does mostly ride-along videos, and every once in a while he'll do a ride-along video going to the beach, doing deliveries on the beach. And I like seeing some of the scenery that I don't see in any other markets that I work on his channel. But I believe this situation could have happened 6 months ago or even later, but of where it started. But he ends up going to a particular Starbucks, films inside the Starbucks, and then on his videos, he makes comments about that Starbucks because he doesn't like what's going on at Starbucks. And instead of just declining the orders when they get sent the orders, he will continue to do them. Now, at that point, it wasn't an issue. Now, from another YouTuber or another driver that he's friends with, alerted him that he has issues. Dash North America has issues with the owner of that particular Starbucks because that owner does not like him because of the comments that he makes on his YouTube channel. And to be 100 on that situation, it is what it is. I mean, at that point, when I found out my personal self that there was an issue at that particular Starbucks with the management, or should I say the owner of that particular Starbucks, I would have stopped taking orders there to begin with. But it wasn't an issue at then. It was just that him and the owner that he never met, never talked to, butted heads. And then, fast forward to recently, he was in the restaurant and they asked him to not record in the restaurant because there's people that worked there that weren't of age to consent to being filmed at the restaurant. So he goes in there another time when that same manager is working. They asked him not to film. And then he asks that particular manager to ban him from getting orders from Starbucks altogether, either that location or Starbucks altogether. And he kept getting orders on DoorDash for Starbucks. Then went in there a third time and had an altercation with one of the employees. When they asked him for the third time to not record in that particular location and to not accept orders from that particular Starbucks they was having issues with, to not accept any orders. And he went back at the manager and explained that if I get an order from here and don't take it, it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt my ratings. And at the end of the day, if you don't take an order, you don't take an order. I mean, it's just your acceptance rate. And now they have the worry-free cancellations that you could get one of these orders and just cancel it and it won't hurt your acceptance rate with the worry-free cancellations. But after that altercation, he asked the employee that you can go on the tablet, here's my information, here's the customer's information, so you can find me on your tablet, and you can have me banned from getting orders from Starbucks. So I believe that's where the trouble started. Because after he told the second manager that was working, there was another person that worked there. The second manager, this is the third time when they asked him not to take any more orders there, and explained that if he gets an order from this particular Starbucks, he'll take the order and continue filming after they asked him for the third time not to film at that particular Starbucks. Now, if it was me, I wouldn't be filming to begin with. I don't film in restaurants because of this particular thing happening. I used to in the beginning, when I had my old channel, I used to have one of those little cheap body cams that was really, the footage was really shaky, and I would use that to record, but I stopped doing that altogether. The only time you'll see me recording in a restaurant is when I'm live streaming and you only see my face. Now, I believe that it was justifiable for Dash Across America to be deactivated on DoorDash because it's an incident. Because the way he handled that situation was not professional. Because the way to handle that situation in a professional manner is after the first time that you were asked not to record in that particular Starbucks, I would just stop taking orders altogether at that Starbucks. Maybe I'll go to a different location, Starbucks, to pick up orders, or I'll just stop picking up orders from Starbucks all the way together to stop the, should I say, the incident altogether, because it didn't need to escalate to the point that it did. I mean, maybe he was just fed up. But if someone tells you not to record in their restaurant, I would not record in that restaurant, or just not pick up from that restaurant again. Somebody else will pick up that order. And with all the apps that I do, not picking up a Starbucks order is not going to kill me. It's just not. So it was justifiable because the way he handled the situation. And I hope this is a learning tool for Dashing Across America. I like watching this channel, and I enjoy watching him do Spark and all the other adventures that he gets into every day. But I just think he was out of line this one time. And I hope with all this criticism, or everybody's take on the situation, that Dashing Across America can use it as a learning tool. But I think in that one particular day, he may have been having a bad day because he was just fed up that Starbucks doesn't want him recording in that particular Starbucks. Sometimes you just don't know how people's day is going. I mean, he asked to be banned from Starbucks. The second time he was approached about recording in that particular Starbucks. And they demanded or asked the third time he was approached that he was explaining to that manager on duty that day that you can just go to your tablet. Here's my name. Here's the customer's information. And you can go to that particular app on your tablet and just have me banned from accepting orders from Starbucks. Which in turn, the way that he was conducting himself that day, in turn, had him deactivated on DoorDash. Now, if this was the only app that a person was working and this situation happened to them, there's our luck. But for someone like Dashing Across America, he has multiple apps, so he'll be fine. And for someone like me, I don't do DoorDash. I care less about DoorDash because DoorDash is one of those apps that you have to schedule time. You can't just turn on the app and just get orders. It doesn't work that way unless you're on the top tier and you can do Dash Now. Everybody else has to schedule time. So I don't even fool with DoorDash at all. Now with the Instacart, the Uber Eats of the world, Roadie, Grubhub. Am I missing any other ones I do? Delivered. Those apps, I'm just talking about in the DMV market. Those apps I could turn on whenever I want to and get orders. Oh, and Shipped too, I can turn that on and get orders whenever I want to. So I don't even fool with DoorDash. Every once in a while I'll turn it on when it's busy in my area and I can schedule some time. But even sometimes that's not even worth it because I only get maybe a 30-minute to an hour block, and that's not even worth my time. Because I get better paying orders on other apps. I don't even fool with DoorDash. So if I was deactivated on DoorDash, I wouldn't even care. I would not care. But that's my take on Dashing Across America's deactivation on DoorDash, and I think it was justifiable. I mean, I never been deactivated, only now I've been temporarily deactivated. Let's talk about that real quick. I'll put in the eye the time that I was deactivated on Roadie. And you'll get the full story. It'll be in the eye. But on Roadie, I was temporarily deactivated because of a mishap of packages. I had 2 deliveries, both from Best Buy. And when I delivered them, I got the packages mixed up. And what's funny is at the time I was doing Roadie, this was like 2 or 3 years ago. At the time I was doing Roadie, I just got on the app and they didn't fix it like they do now, where you scan a package and that package matches with the address. Well, I scanned the package, it accepted the package. I thought that was the package, but it obviously wasn't. So when I got to the next customer, it let me scan the package and that was it. And then come to find out a couple of days later, I was deactivated. I appealed it and got back on the app. And there was another time on VHO I was temporarily deactivated because of my insurance wasn't updated on the app. So once I updated the assurance, I got back on the platform. But other than that, I've never been deactivated on any apps at all. But hey, hopefully this is a learning lesson for y'all, because this could happen to anybody. You could be one step away from being deactivated on these apps just because you're having a bad day and you project that to the world because it's not going the way that you think it should be going. That's all I gotta say about that. So if you like my take on this and you want to learn more about gig economy, me getting my LLC for my GigEcon business, and how to make money either part-time or full-time doing gig work. If you want to see that, and I'm also in the process of learning more about getting my notary license so I can be a notary, a mobile notary. Check that out on here. Because if you punch that subscribe button, ring that sexy bell so you can be notified on all new videos. And Hulk smash that like button so you get this out to more people. Because I want this situation, there's no ill feelings to Dashing Across America because I'll continue watching his videos. But I just want people to know and take this as a learning lesson. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. You should treat the apps that you work as a business and treat people the way that you want to be treated. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to get up out of here like Mr. Vontae Davis. And also, I'm gone like chicken grease. Rest in peace, buddy. Hopefully wherever you are is treating you good. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.